Good night, Kapeash. 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 Good night, Kapeash.
Good night, Kapeash.
Good night, Kapeash.
Well. Welcome to another good night edition of Good Night Kapeash, where we good night and all the nights and nights and days and days and nights. And today's gonna be a unique topics of in and outs, of ups and downs and around the corners, speaking on the real, the truth, the wilds, the ups and downs, and right. So without further ado, I don't want to waste nobody else's time. I really want to get up into this because this is going to be a good one for me. All right, MJ. Doc. Specialist. You were saying backstage.
Man, and not where. Never mind.
And I would politely would love for you to say that line again about
which
one?
The last one.
Oh, the one that I said right before you went live. Oh, fantastic! Yeah. I love that one. Oh yeah, I'll say that one all until my blue in the face. You know what I'm saying? This man, I've known him long enough to understand that if he makes a decision, it does not matter at this point whether it's good, bad, ugly. The decision is made in his mind. There is no unmaking it.
Oh, the other one.
How hard-headed he is?
No, the other one about the man that she was talking about.
Oh, we're talking about the orange dude?
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Okay, are we talking about the Pam Bondi being fired and replaced with his old attorney? Are we talking about...
You said he was, when are people going to realize that the orange...
Oh, the orange cult leader is a bad person and always has been? The same thing I've been trying to preach to Kapeash since like we first met.
Yeah, I remember those such words of...
I used to be a lot more aggressive about it, okay? I'm a lot less so now.
Yeah, and that's been the thing too about thank you for the 50 people that just came up in here. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and share this. The Good Night Kapeash should always go down. Like, subscribe, put in them comments. I will put the comments up there so you can see them. Good conversation. A little bit about me is that, you know what I'm saying, there's been some talk of the tick rumors that for one, I'm weak. I don't listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm controlled. People control me. Women control me, especially. You know what I'm saying? I'm coochie whipped. I'm on a white plantation of no salvations. I was like, okay, cool. I'm a black white nationalist, I guess. It's another. That he didn't say that, but I'm guessing that's more.
They're saying everything, but you having a chair in the corner, huh, KP? Jesus Christ!
They're just saying everything, but I'm dating Trump. You know, can't wait till that comes out.
Hey, yo, hey! If he gave me, hold on, if he gave me the option, KP, if he came up and been, if Trump came up and be like, look, I've been looking at you for some reason.
On my door and said, hey. It's me or Burn Live. I'm like, you know, I'm sorry, Burn Live.
Oh my God. I cannot.
Hey, are we hearing this?
Man, I don't know if I'm here or not.
Hold on. Here's my question. Here's my question, KP. Is he pitching or catching for you?
I don't know, you know. We'll discuss that in the car.
Well, okay, what about me at this point? Hold on a second. I just got thrown out the window.
Nah,
I just need you to hold down Burn Live until
nah.
She said
nah.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. I hope you
I
understand.
can't
if
believe
Money
I'm
was
hearing
here,
it either.
He would be clipping this shit.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, it's getting clipped.
I'm
I
clipping
we
it.
got a new clipper. That's not my department no more. So ain't no
Yeah,
tell.
so
Anybody
if
can clip.
anything gets clipped, it's me. I'll take full responsibility.
Jesus.
All right, y'all. That's my intro. Welcome. I like that intro out of all intros. I need
And I'm
more of
just
that.
Nene, y'all. I'm just here, you know.
That's what's up. Nene. I appreciate Nene. I appreciate Doc. This is the Good Night Capiche. We talk about anything and everything that's popular and topic to before we put you to bed, before you go to night. Capiche. I like that. I need more of that intro out of all intros, bro. That was perfect. But today, I'm actually gonna let Doc cherry pick on certain topics that we talk on, and I'm gonna try to put my input as much as possible. I'm not gonna try to, what I'm saying, overexert it, but we're gonna have a good conversation, get into some good topics, and if I have to do a little research on it, it is what it is. But everybody sit back, enjoy the show. Doc, take it away.
All right. So I guess we could probably pick from a few different things because you have, I mean, there's been several things going on. You have
Your
Pam
mic.
Bondi being,
All right, there you go.
my bad. I forgot. Hold on a second. There we go. I guess I had my so I have a podcast microphone. I guess I had it set to where it was only picking up the frontal voice instead of 360. So I'll be do you guys hear me when I'm turning my head now? Just to
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
okay. If I need to, I can always get it closer. But Pam Bondi was fired from her position. Most people are obviously joking around saying she got fired for being corrupt, but not too corrupt. She obviously wasn't doing exactly what they were telling her.
Also, she
But
got a job in a private sector too. I do know a little bit about that.
yeah, she got transferred down to a much less status position, which is just a normal formality before they move you out altogether.
And now this is the small part where I agree with some of the arguments I have heard to where, okay, yeah, did she do what Trump asked her to do to the best of her ability? Was it to Trump approval? Obviously not. You know what I'm saying? What I disagree on hearing people talk about is where they saying that, oh, she's leaving Trump on bad terms and stuff like that. Well, to leave somebody on bad terms, you really wouldn't be, seen at a dinner. You really, what I'm saying? Most time they don't leave you with a job already ready for you set up in a private sector. I don't care how small, how shallow it is. Normally, you're not put in those areas in those places of acknowledgement.
So, do we know who replaced Pam Bondi? Is everybody up to speed on who is the new what is it, Attorney General?
Yeah, you had said it.
Now you said a lawyer. What are Trump's old lawyers or something?
Right. I didn't actually say his name. I just didn't know if you guys knew who it was. Backstage, I did mention him, but I just didn't know if you guys had a chance to look into it or anything.
No, now that part, I probably didn't get to research as much on no bullshit.
So the acting attorney general is Todd Blanche, who was a old worker, I believe, attorney of some sort. I'd have to look back into it. I was doing a little bit of research while I was at work, but obviously I didn't have enough time to do a whole bunch. But he used to work for Trump doing a lot of his, casework and stuff when he was doing all of his like bankruptcies, in and outs of stuff, moving things. I think shoot, what years was it? I want to say 2012, but I feel like I'm wrong. Is when he stopped, but I feel like that's way off. Um, I'll have to actually look that up because I'm kind of
I
curious.
noticed what I noticed what thing you have to be. You know what I'm saying? You have to be not also good at your job, but you also have to be good in front of the camera. And call it how you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? You have the right. But when I see this, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at uh, more of I guess you would call it the politics side of the matter. Um, I am looking at this quick. I'm just looking at this quick clip real quick. I'm gonna bring it up real quick. First time hearing it. Just
Okay.
kind of want to go over it.
I just looked it up just to make sure I wasn't like obviously misremembering. He was Donald Trump's lead criminal defense attorney before joining the administration, representing Trump in high-profile legal matters, including the New York hush money trial and federal cases regarding classified documents and election interference. So, the entirety of the fraud cases and the hush money trial and the falsified document, the classified documents and election interference. Which is, a big red flag in most people's eyes. Why, toss somebody like Pam Bondi to, yo, what up?
What up? What up?
Did it work?
We here.
I'm on here.
Yes,
Yeah.
You're on here.
I know you lying.
You are.
You on?
Oh, how y'all doing?
All right.
Y'all can see me? I can't see me.
Yeah,
There
we
you
seen
go.
you.
Okay. Quick. No, you know what? Never mind. I can do something. Unmute yourself real quick.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. All right, speak one more time.
One more time.
Oh yeah. See, there we go.
Louder. Yeah.
Sound a lot better.
There we go. What? Well, you know I got my glasses on. Quit playing.
We know.
You know, so that's why I turned you up myself. For once in my life, I can honestly say I'm really starting to hate those things.
I know.
No, don't hate. Don't hate. I think it's the area I'm in. Okay.
I don't think it's the area because like every time you use them, yeah.
I ain't used them in a while, sir.
I know. We can tell the difference.
We can.
You know what? Let's bring this back down for a second. So y'all, everybody's on these glasses, and I get it. On these glasses, and you want to be able to listen to music at work or whatever you want to do at your job and stuff like that. And give my little small close up so y'all see what these look like I'm talking about with the cameras on the side. Now, I know they got the better versions and they got the more expensive version, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just on the I don't know part of these little meta glasses. Or whatever they call glasses. I don't know. I probably even said it wrong.
I got those because everybody I'm with always want to take pictures, and I'm not a photographer. And I don't like to pull out my phone all the time.
Yeah, you sound so bad right now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
She said when. Go ahead.
Okay. I got them because everybody around always want me to take pictures or want to take pictures. I don't like pulling out my phone. So
Oh,
Why not just, and then I travel a lot and I like to take pictures, but I don't like to pull out my phone. So when they came out with these, this was just like perfect. I don't have to even touch the glasses. I can just tell the glasses to start recording and it's gonna record.
Or snap a picture, or
Right.
any of it.
Yes.
Or you can actually, I've seen a lot of cool stuff about that. Actually, you can take the glasses, you can have them register to watch what you're looking at, and you can tell them to locate something in a wide area, and it'll actually point you to it. It'll like direct you to it.
Yep.
Is dope as shit. Or you can like look up at night, and if it can see the stars and stuff, it'll point you to the North Star so you can find your way home.
Yeah, I mean,
All
all
kinds of
that,
bullshit.
all that is fine and dandy, and I have no complaints when I hear stuff like that. Now, I think that is very cool. But then again, you know, you go on a live stream, you sound like
That's not true. Because you've actually been on the live with me with my glasses when I was in Africa. And you didn't complain about the sound or nothing, not one time.
when we ride in the car.
Yes.
Hey, but see, at least I know exactly what we're
Sometimes
talking
the
about.
stuff's
Because I remember,
banger.
I
Sometimes
remember,
Yeah.
the stuff's banger.
but
I was
lately,
looking out the window
I'm just saying,
through the
I don't know,
glass.
lately,
You didn't. The only thing you said was, "Dang, they streets are clean."
I
it's just,
definitely think it's an area thing, honestly, because they work when you're not in the area you're
You never
at.
said one.
hey,
I'm outside. I'm, I'm outside.
that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm not even in the building. So, so what was y'all
Well,
talking about before I got here?
They're
Uh,
talking about Trump.
oh,
Donald Trump.
technically, we're talking about the acting attorney general that used to be Donald Trump's criminal defense attorney back when he was doing the classified documents and all that good stuff.
Oh,
So he's now the acting attorney general, which is a huge red flag in most people's eyes because somebody that's helping you do things like that and getting, trying to get you out of trouble for things that you obviously shouldn't have done is now in a much higher seat.
you know what? I, I do not understand. Like people do some of the dumbest things in the world. Like, so I guess he thought would nobody notice it or nobody put two and two.
Yeah.
Because why would you? No, no. I don't think that was a good move. I don't think that was a good move.
So I'm glad y'all think that. We're gonna hear a little bit of his speech, couple of questions, anti-fine effects, and then we're gonna break it down.
Tackling violent crime, drug cartels, and reforming this department. Our streets are safer because of Pam's vision and her commitment to justice. It has been an honor to serve with her, and I know that what she has coming up next, we will continue to hopefully be able to work together. Every day, Department of Justice investigators and prosecutors work to punish those who commit fraud. For example, just this week, and it's only Tuesday, a criminal defendant was sentenced and the department obtained 2 additional guilty pleas in matters totaling over $500 million in healthcare and COVID fraud. If you think about that, just since yesterday, we had a guilty plea in a $160 million healthcare enrollment fraud scheme and a sentencing in a $100 million COVID-19 fraud and a guilty plea in a $160 million healthcare fraud scheme as well. Each of these cases represents countless hours of dedication from the prosecutors and the federal agents and local law enforcement who work them. The Department of Justice is holding criminals accountable for stealing over $500 million from taxpayers. And
Sound like you're gonna be trying to go out the tax fraud things that happen over
There's
there.
nothing wrong with going after people that are actually doing this stuff. I get that, but I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about the stuff that he's tried to help cover up that was illegal. That our president.
Yeah, I get it. I totally understand. You talk about the past, and you know what I'm saying, stuff that Trump.
Well,
you know.
it's not just the past. It was very recent that all that happened. So if that is to be judged.
Okay, so you're talking about a few days ago.
2024, 2025.
Is that better?
And then
you talking about a couple of days ago, back in the days, not that long ago. Okay.
So here's a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Somebody lies to your face, and you find out. Do you understand the psychological effects that it takes, and about how long of seeing and being proven that person's telling the truth before you believe them again?
Do you understand that it takes a while before you start putting trust in a person?
Most people, psychologically, they've done studies that if you are lied to or if you're cheated on or whatever it may be, you do not trust that person in those same regards for almost 2 years of corrected behavior, whether it be lying, stealing, or anything, any of it. Because people are creatures of habit. And if they do it once, the chances of them doing it again are extremely high. So in order to correct another person's way of thinking, you have to show corrected behavior for years, right?
Right.
That is how it works. So
Okay.
you're saying this man tried to help cover up illegal activity, and it was shown, right? So this is
Okay.
a year and 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
A year and 2 years ago. All these things happened within the last 2 years. And if anything is to be very much understood, people are hard to change their habits. Aren't that right, hard-headed ass KP?
Okay, so they accused you of something. They accused you of these charges.
All this stuff.
I did.
The 34
I
count
did my
felony.
job. Okay.
He tried to help cover up.
Stop.
You're kidding me.
Stop. May I or no? I can't. May I speak down in the room with the people?
Oh, that's right. You're on the plantation. I have to give you permission. My fault.
Yeah.
Crazy freaking work.
So yet again, this guy right here used to be a lawyer, right?
He was Donald Trump's criminal defense attorney.
Okay. So sound like this guy did his job.
If he did his job, then his client wouldn't have got found guilty for 34 felony counts.
Did I say he did a good job?
He didn't do his job, bro. He is a criminal defense attorney. By definition, he should be defending his criminal.
Yet again.
He failed. He did not do his job.
Okay, if that gives him, less brownie points and proves your point right. So let it be.
It has nothing to do with proving point. It's just calling the facts the facts.
Did he go up there and defend him? Did he lose? Yes. Right?
Really did it. Yeah.
So that means he did his job, but he didn't do his job good. But technically he did his job. He just lost.
No, he didn't do his job. If he did his job, he would have told his client to shut up. Stop talking. But he couldn't control his client, so he didn't do his job. A good attorney understands how to control the client in both words and actions so they can get the outcome that they need in court.
Okay, so he did a bad job. Is that better? Now may I be able to finish without getting cut off? What that mean? I don't know. I'm gonna choose to cut you off whenever I feel like cutting you off, just because that
No.
that white supremacist just goes through my vein, and sometimes it sneaks out here and there.
Jesus.
Just I
You think that's what it is?
I don't know.
I'm this way with everybody. It is 99% white around here, and I'll smack the shit out of somebody if they tell me I can't talk when I want to talk. So, I'm in Ohio, dude. People are just naturally aggressive. As soon as you start talking over them, they kind of look at you, kind of show their chest. You just got to smack them. When they hit the ground, you should walk away.
Sound like a lawsuit. Assault. But okay, I get it. I get it. Some states you get away with it. Some states, they call it a charge. Hey, I totally understand.
It's Ohio, dude. If you call the cops on somebody for smacking you after you puffed your chest at them, you a bitch.
Well, Doc, I get it. I understand. It's what they do out there.
Yep.
In some places, they call that an assault. And where you stay, they don't. They call
it's still an assault here. People just aren't bitches and call the cops over getting smacked when they started an issue by puffing their chest at somebody for talking.
I wonder how those lawyers' pockets look out there, because a lot of people are charging, but that's a different topic. So,
Mostly family law.
He did his job poorly. Is that better? Is that more?
I did that to the phrasing because, it wasn't about the interrupting you, by the way, if that makes sense.
But then I don't know, it sounds like it,
I guess I don't know either. Damn.
So the fact of bad job, can I get a thumbs up?
The fact that he was actively trying to help his client get away with heinous stuff.
We can't even get a bad job. No.
I mean, again, like I said, a good attorney would have kept his client controlled. But
yet again,
that's why I'm saying I don't think he did his job.
I didn't say good job.
I don't think he did a good, bad, or anything. I don't think he did his job as an attorney. I think he did no job at all. That's the thing.
Okay, see, that's what you think.
Right. That's what I was saying.
And that's cool. You see how I give you 2 thumbs up for it? Cool. All right. Awesome. Yet again, if somebody else had an opinion, why they can't state their opinion?
I didn't say you couldn't. I was just saying how I felt. And you keep asking me, you're like, does that better? I was like, no, because you're asking me. Why ask me if you don't want my input? The fuck's wrong with you?
So this guy didn't do no job at all. He just went up there and had acting classes like Jim Carrey. That wasn't Jim Carrey and Max. Poor job. And now this poor job person has more power and ain't gonna do no job at all. He's just gonna act his way through it. Man, I picked the wrong acting classes to get into. If he can act, hold on, I'm doing it wrong. If he can act his way to the top like that, I'm on my way.
He gets appointed by the president, right? You don't have to actually earn.
That's okay. That's okay. Santana. I know you probably don't care, and I probably ain't gonna get a straight answer, so that's cool. But I'm just gonna ask this question anyway. Do you think a Democrat gonna be in office in 2028?
You think he's making his? You think he's making it past midterms?
I don't care. That's not my question. Do you think a Democrat is going to be in office in 2028?
I mean, I don't even know who all's running. I haven't been keeping up on all that. I've kind of been worried about.
Me neither. Don't know. And
So
right
I wouldn't
now,
be able to know. Like, how would I be able to guess that?
so we're guessing.
I wouldn't be able to guess that. I don't know what I can tell you. Like, you were right. You're not gonna get an answer because I don't know the candidates that are running. Because one, you're gonna have several drop out, some enter, then you're gonna have all of the bullshit go on. Like, you gotta watch and see what happens. I'm not guessing this early on. It makes no sense to do.
But would you want a Democrat in office in 2028?
It depends. Like, I'm one of those people. I don't run based off of the party. That's what most people don't understand. You guys are asking me party related questions like I affiliate with a certain party just because I have certain stances and whatnot. That's incorrect. I have no party affiliation.
Okay. So I think the answer is no. You wouldn't want a Democrat in office. Or you really wouldn't care. You just want a good candidate.
It depends who the policies.
You want a good candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
Ain't no wrong with that. Ain't no wrong with that. I think we need to have more people like that and still argue the way you argue. You know what I'm saying? Your points and stand on your points. I that's why I value you coming up here more than a lot of people, because no matter what the stance is, you stand on your 10 and your toes, no matter what. I don't
and my fingers. I'll run at you like a damn monkey. All right, on business.
You know what I'm saying? So I respect it.
And I've told people the same thing about you, even though like I do feel like I know like people tend to think that I feel very highly of myself, and I think I'm like very perfect in certain aspects, or some like I've had people at work tell me that because I do very well at work. I've had the same job since I was 17 off and on. I've been management since 19. I'm 33 now. I'm very proficient at it. And people get on that little like I think I'm perfect thing, and I tell them the same thing. I know I'm not perfect. I still have room to improve. I am slowing down because I'm getting older. I am at a point where my teaching is going to help more than anything, because I'm going to have people half my age that are going to be twice as fast as me being able to do it if I do the right thing in teaching them. And I had a young man actually put it in perspective for me, because I said something jokingly and it almost made him cry. And I felt very bad because I was just saying it in a joking manner. I bought a van. You guys know this recently. He was talking to a new guy, and he said something about my van. And he said, man, he's so lucky. He just bought that van. I looked at him. I said, boy, I ought to slap the shit out of you. I walked 3 years for that damn thing. I worked my ass off. I did everything I could. And I was saying it like that kind of, lightheartedly. But he took the I'll slap the shit out of you very personally. And I didn't realize that I'm now at that age that my words heavily affect young men. And I felt that. And I had to take a couple minutes after he explained to me that it made him feel very uneasy that I said that. And I had to explain to him that I'm sorry, that I have been in this role for a long time. And sometimes I do say things that I shouldn't. And even though it was a joke, and I made sure I doubled down and told him that was 100% a joke, I would never put hands on him. And quite literally the opposite. I would be the first person to stand in front of him in a gun if I needed to. So, like, I wanted to make sure that he understood that I would never put hands on him, right? It was just a joke. But it was a very bad joke, because I am a 33-year-old man in the position of his boss saying some things that I shouldn't in a lighthearted manner. And I had to correct it. And that's the thing. Like, we got to have people that think like that above me. I'm a manager at a fast food place thinking like that. Why can't we have a president like that, dude? Why can't we have people that actually like have a backbone and hold themselves like that? The president used to be a spot that you'd look at as a child. You would want that position. Most people find it a joke now. and have for quite some time. We need to put some respect on it and actually start doing the right things and hold ourselves in those offices to a higher standard. Not just the president, though, all of them.
I can agree with that.
Can't be talking crazy shit about I'll be dating her in 10 years to a 10-year-old. Can't be saying I'll grab her by the pussy, even though you're freely able to say that, and that's fine. Why do it as a president? Why do it as a running president? Why do it as a sitting
Say that
president?
as a running president.
I was about to say, wasn't that before he even ran?
No, I
Right.
understand that. If you see yourself, if you want to run later in life, and this is how you hold yourself as character, you understand what I'm saying? And he did say things post
Doc, you
presidency
have
that are
said some
very off.
things too, though, bro.
What stuff has I said about young ladies or little girls?
Yeah, have you ever said something wild as a young kid growing up in your early 20s?
No, I had a
I don't
mother
know.
that taught me respect. I had a mother that taught me how to be a young man. I had a mom that taught me how morals were supposed to be.
Okay. So yet again, you live this, you say you haven't lived a perfect life, right? But if you run for president, you should hold yourself here. Bro, people change and go through things and stuff. Without that stuff, you wouldn't be in the position that y'all people be in. Without whatever bumps and grinds, ups and downs. Hold on,
You're great.
because
People
you
do
spoke for a
change.
minute, and yet again, y'all hold people accountable for every cribbles and crumbs that a person went through, acting like that a person has to be perfect to be in a standard, like there can't be no faults to a person. But yet again, when you sit up there and you honor and you respect somebody and you see the faults that they went through too to become that person, become that leader, that's what makes people respect the person even more. Now, you may agree and disagree with the same standards of the person, what that person handled. I get it and I see it. And I understand that's what you're probably finna say. But yet again, you can't just sit up here and just every time that you're going to look at a person, because therefore we should be looking at every person like that. But yet again, you're going to find a cribble, and you're going to find a crumble, you're going to find some fault in a person that they went through life.
You done?
So it just is, it
I'm not
amazing.
gonna. I'm just curious because that's a lot of mental gymnastics to defend a pedophile, and I understand that people change. I fully get that. But the amount of things that this man has done and continues to do should not only alarm you as a person, but it should make you angry. And
But it doesn't.
the fact that it doesn't, just lets me know how how out of touch you are as a human being. I hope you understand that. And I've said this several times. You need to go talk to a professional, dude. It is crazy at this point. It is. This man has talked about his own daughter in a sexual manner. He has talked about young women who are very young, 18, 19. Then he's talked about young ladies or girls, little girls, minors, and 10-year-olds. Then you have the cases, you have all the evidence, and then you have what should be called the Trump files. Is fucking insane. Do you guys understand? You should not have to defend a person so damn heavy. It should be easy for them to defend themselves if they are innocent. But the amount of mental gymnastics that everybody does to defend this piece of shit is insane to me. And quite frankly, I don't have the energy to do it to the world. I wish I did. Because not many people, some people see this, and I love that. And I'm proud of everybody who comes and joins this, and I respect you guys for coming and listening to us. But the fact is, not enough people are going to believe the words because there's so much evidence out there showing the person that is there, and they don't believe it still. because all the heinous shit I've done in my life, I have walked up to front porches and smacked motherfuckers with lead pipes in the head and took everything in their house. I've ransacked places. I've stole from convenience stores. I have done heinous shit. I've been shot, stabbed. I've sold drugs. I have sold people, but I have like when I say sell people, I mean like sell. How do I describe this? Like my friend decided he was going to do rides on a bike, so I would do skateboards behind them as a young man, and they would pay for fare. So sell people is what I meant, like bike rides. But the fact that this dude has this much evidence in trafficking, connections with people that have done this, all the people he has had to get rid of that haven't conformed to what he wanted, changing out officials to get his way, trying to inflate the executive branch while diminishing the checks and balances. Like everything is lining up to like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like this is insane.
That sounds very good because if all that shit was so factual and showing them those are fucking nails in the coffin to impeach a person, you know, the whole United States of America will be behind you.
Do you understand that the case file and testimony of a 13-year-old put Ghislaine Maxwell
said
to
the whole Trump files. There should be a Trump file.
no, I said they should be called the Trump files, but because Epstein killed
it.
himself and everything was located onto him and it was in his, you know, I get it. But like the man's in there fucking insane amounts of times. And no bullshit informant story is going to be like there's no dumbest shit. And the way that people bought that, like it was shit out of his asshole and spoon fed to them in a bowl with milk is crazy.
But you have so many people that would be all that dad. What's that guy that you just posted in the group chat? I keep forgetting his name. Is it that Quincy with a Q?
Hold on, you got which video? Because I posted a few of them.
He used to have purple hair. All he does is sit on the internet and debate.
You're talking about Destiny.
Destiny. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I always messed up his name. But Destiny, because you know, come on, man. Destiny. I can't think of that. I can't think of that one guy's name. He has blonde hair. He always doing it from his back porch, or he be in his little office. It's a lot of little Democrat people that I do follow periodically. You know what I'm saying? To see them reporting on these stories that you're talking about, because yet again, these people feel exactly the way that you feel and say exactly what you feel. Like people like me should be disgusted, locked up. There's no way that.
I'm not saying you should be locked up. I'm saying the people that have actually done it.
Let me finish. I didn't say you. I just said there's other people that think like you, that say things like
this. You, but like
that if all these allegations that you just ran through for the good 5 minutes, bro, they'll be all over it. And then all over it, they will have to cover in the mainstream media because yet again, social media is bigger than mainstream news when it comes to news coverage. And if enough people cover it, they gotta cover it. Because yet again, the news are failing themselves because podcasters and people like us are getting the viewership and taking viewerships away from the mainstream news coverage. So it's just amazing to me, to go back to what I'm trying to say all in a nutshell, is that all these people will be covering this. This man will be out the door. But yet again, everything he does, like right now with the war, you know what I'm saying? Illegal war.
Yeah, let's hear this. Let's hear this.
Let's hear this.
No, you're good. You said the legal war. Let me hear the rest of this. I'm just curious of your thoughts
The
on
illegal war that he's having with Iran, right? That's what they're saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's doing this illegal. He doesn't have the right to be doing it.
Technically, it's not illegal to have war. What it is illegal to do is to claim genocide on a civilization that is called a war crime.
Okay. So okay. So now we got another one to add to the list, right? And you know what I'm saying, a couple days, this gonna go to court, Democrats are gonna team up, they're gonna try to take them to court for this, and we're gonna see, right? And
It's just stupid, man. It's getting so dumb. The amount of
that's why I be like, you might as well just let it go and just let the man do his 2 years. Like they not
absolutely the fuck not. Can you imagine what worse shit can happen in the next 2 years? You got me fucked up, dude.
okay. Then hey, my burn live, good night, Kapeash is always open for you. Hey, and that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And fight that good fight. And I'm here to support Doc. Hey man, go check out Doc's gaming channel. Man, if you up there in Ohio, go hit up some burgers. Go politely buy some food. Leave a tip in the tip drawer.
If not, I do save my 30 minutes if I need to clock out and change shirts. I got you.
Hey, we don't want that. We want peace.
I don't want that either. I'm just saying, like, I'm a friendly dude. I am. I've only had to do that a couple of times. We good.
Just a couple.
Yep. Mostly in Columbus. Columbus, people wanted to scrap for no reason.
Columbus?
Yeah. Anybody that's from Ohio, like, it's not crazy in Columbus, not like Cleveland or fucking anywhere like that. But like, people try to act real hood, and they'd be very aggressive for no reason, trying to prove themselves.
I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor real quick.
Sure.
If you can explain to everybody honestly the most mental problem with Kapeash, what is it?
The inability to step out of your own mind and look at a completely different perspective without the bias that you hold. Because I have fully done the stepping into the Trump supporters' shoes. I have. I really have. There's some things that I agreed with at times, and I would look into them, and I would start to think like maybe I'm wrong. So I would look into more things. Like there's a reason I do the research. I'm not a one-sided guy. I became one-sided on him for big reasons. Big reasons.
Um Doc talks about mental with me. My baby wants to talk about mental health, health and what it does positive for people. So Burn Live is gonna definitely take the time out to look and invest into mental health. And I will take the time, maybe not this year yet, but I will make the announcement on live. We'll document it. We'll see about this therapy in there.
Document what? Hold on a second.
Me going to therapy.
Oh,
Oh.
like not the actual therapy, but like him like stating when he's going to start. And
Well, I'm big. Like I'm big on therapy, but it's only because I have some
no, I get
mental
it.
health. So I mean,
Talked about
but
it.
not therapy is not for everybody. I advocate for it because it worked for me.
And I'm one of those people that I understand like there are different types of therapy. You can go and speak to a professional that understands the way that the human mind works and a way to help people, talk about things in a free type of way
But
without.
sorry, I also
No,
don't
you're good.
agree because I feel like Capiche can step out of the situation and see it from somebody else's point of view.
I didn't say all the time. I just said he has the inability at times to, because I've seen him talk to several people that he doesn't have like corresponding.
I mean, when the man's mind's made up, the man's mind's made up. But
That's damn sure.
but to say that he, I mean,
At times
I
he's
don't know.
stuck in his bias. You can't say that he's not.
I am advocating for therapy for myself. I don't advocate for therapy for everybody else. And that's the only reason I came on mute because unmuted because I
By all
don't.
means, I also agree.
Sometimes therapy doesn't work for people. I mean, you could try it and it work, but
There's
it may
different
not.
types. Like I'm one of those people. My therapy is I game. Um, I get to speak to people. I get to talk about my problems with a stranger that also might have similar issues if they want to. Obviously, you don't force that on people, but normally it comes up in conversation because gamers are very friendly. And
I don't know about that.
you see, that's the thing. This is from a male perspective. No offense, but it's completely different from your perspective. I have very good conversations. I have a gentleman that paid my driver's license fees, fines, and backdating stuff, and give me like $1,500 to pay my driver's license off because me and him talked on and gamed for like a year and a half, and he found out somehow that I needed help, and I have people that come to a kickball game every year from all kinds of states and everywhere, all gaming buddies. Like it just depends. That's why I'm saying like you said, therapy is not for everybody, but I'm one of those people. There's different types of therapy. Everybody can pick something that they enjoy. They're able to vent while not being judged, right? Or at least not being able to feel judged, and then being able to come to an understanding based off of not only your thoughts and feelings but other people's. It helps validate.
I think the fact that this is the most blindest subject for me to go into. I'm willing to do it for more than one reason. And I'm going into it with positive thoughts, you know what I'm saying, positive outcome of going into this, you know what I'm saying. I think this, for one, since my baby advocates for it, I think me going through it just, you know what I'm saying, to show her that I'm, supportive of her going through it, that I'll, go through it too.
Right. It might be worth trying at the very least. If it
Right.
doesn't work, it doesn't work. Honestly, I'm curious to see how it goes because
I know, because you
I didn't.
advocated for it too.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't mention anything about that for how long? How long have we known each other?
A while?
And I think I just brought it up this here recently. This last time we've interacted for the last several months, almost a year at this point.
Yeah, I strongly advocate for myself, but I don't try to push that on anybody.
Right.
Stay tuned, y'all. I mean, I do have something coming very, very soon.
Oh yeah. KP, I think I'm about to get out of here, my man.
Yeah, I already knew. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. Good night, Kapeash.
Good night, Kapeash.